The sun was just beginning to rise over the horizon as John Davis climbed into the cab of his trusty old truck, a weathered rig that had seen better days but had carried him through countless miles of open road. As he settled into the worn leather seat, the familiar scent of diesel fuel and coffee filled the air. This was his world, the world of a truck driver, and he wouldn't have it any other way. For as long as he could remember, John had felt a magnetic pull toward the open road. Growing up in a small town, he would watch in awe as the big rigs rumbled through, their massive wheels devouring the asphalt beneath them. It was as if those trucks held the key to a world of adventure and freedom that he longed for. And so, as soon as he was old enough, he enrolled in trucking school and earned his license. His first few years on the road were a mix of excitement and challenges. Long hours behind the wheel, unpredictable weather, and tight delivery schedules tested his determination. But through it all, John's love for the road never wavered. He learned to navigate the intricacies of his rig, from its finicky transmission to the subtle vibrations that signaled an impending breakdown. And he also learned to read the road, the way the clouds gathered, the patterns of traffic, the unspoken language of fellow truckers over the CB radio. One rainy night, while parked at a truck stop, John struck up a conversation with an older driver named Charlie. They shared stories of their journeys, and Charlie spoke of the road as if it were a wise old friend, both demanding and rewarding. He told John about the places he'd seen, the people he'd met, and the lessons he'd learned along the way. It was in that conversation that John's vision of being a truck driver evolved from a job to a way of life. Over the years, John developed a reputation as a reliable and skilled driver. Companies trusted him with their cargo, and he had a knack for getting even the trickiest deliveries to their destinations on time. He took pride in his work, meticulously inspecting his rig before every trip and ensuring that every load was secure. But beyond the technical aspects, he also saw himself as a custodian of the highways, always ready to lend a hand to a fellow driver in need or offer a friendly wave to a stranger passing by. One summer, John embarked on a cross-country journey that would forever change his perspective. His route took him from the lush forests of the Pacific Northwest to the arid deserts of the Southwest, through bustling cities and sleepy towns. Along the way, he encountered people from all walks of life, families on vacation, farmers tending their fields, and fellow truckers with their own stories to tell. The diversity of landscapes and people reminded him of the vastness of the world and the interconnectedness of humanity. During that trip, John also discovered a hidden passion for photography. Captivated by the breathtaking vistas that stretched before him, He began to capture the beauty of the road through his camera lens. Each photo told a story, a snapshot of a moment in time that he could carry with him long after the journey was over. He found himself stopping at roadside attractions, admiring sunsets, and chasing rainbows, all in pursuit of that perfect shot. As the years rolled on, John's reputation as a truck driver and photographer grew in tandem. His social media accounts became a window into his world, a place where followers could join him on his travels and see the world through his eyes. People resonated with his stories of the road, the challenges, the triumphs, and the unexpected moments of beauty that he captured so skillfully. But even as he embraced his newfound role as a storyteller, John never lost sight of the core of his identity, a truck driver. The hum of the engine, the rhythm of the road, and the camaraderie of fellow truckers remain constants in his life. He continued to take on long hauls, guiding his rig through snowstorms, navigating narrow mountain passes, and conquering endless stretches of highway. One winter, as snow blanketed the landscape and temperatures dropped to freezing, John received a special request. A charity organization needed a truck driver to deliver supplies to a remote community that had been cut off by the harsh weather. Without hesitation, he agreed to take on the mission. Equipped with chains on his tires and a heart full of determination, he embarked on a treacherous journey through the icy wilderness. The road was unforgiving, but John's experience and resolve proved stronger. He reached the community, delivering not just supplies, but also a glimmer of hope in their time of need. As John approached his 50th year on the road, he reflected on the countless miles he had traveled and the experiences that had shaped him. His truck had become more than just a means of transportation. It was a vessel of memories, a symbol of his journey through life. He thought of the people he had met, the challenges he had overcome, and the beauty he had witnessed from the cab of his rig. To celebrate his milestone, John decided to take the ultimate journey, a coast-to-coast trip that would take him from one end of the country to the other. He invited his friends and fellow truckers to join him for portions of the journey, turning it into a rolling reunion of sorts. The convoy of trucks attracted attention wherever it went, and John reveled in the sense of community that he had become a part of. As the convoy reached the final stretch of their journey, John found himself on a cliff overlooking the ocean. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the waves. He stood there, surrounded by his friends and the trucks that had been his companions for so many years. In that moment, he felt a profound sense of gratitude for the road that had shaped him, for the friendships he had forged, and for the chance to share his stories with the world. John's journey as a truck driver was not just a job. but a lifelong pursuit of freedom, connection, and adventure. It was a story of determination in the face of challenges, of finding beauty in unexpected places, and of embracing the road as both a path and a destination. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, John knew that his journey was far from over. The open road still stretched before him, promising new stories, new landscapes, and new horizons to explore.